building a viable boat to get on fish on a budget. Alright, so turns out this is pretty nasty. There's all kind of critters in here. It smells like a dead animal. I wouldn't doubt that there's probably some sort of dead rat in there. It's time to glove up. What I didn't mention prior to this is that I actually got this boat off of Owlblades. I have been scavenging the internet, looking through OfferUp, looking through Facebook Marketplace, looking through all of those apps. I've been searching everywhere for the right Jon Boat. It's crazy how God works. I've had this idea for a while. I had just closed on the house. A couple days later, Al reached out to me and asked me if I wanted this Jon Boat. He needed to get it out of his yard because he was gonna go pick up his new Ginu. So I said, heck yeah, I want it. And he actually offered to trade me for 2 of my Fender point shirts. Plan is to get this built on a budget. Thankfully, thanks to you guys, I got all the paint I need because you guys picked it up off my Amazon wish list. I got the base coat for the hull. I got the paint to create the camouflage pattern as well. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. It's actually pretty funny. The shirts that I traded out for the boat were actually painted inspired by my first Jon Boat. I wanted to create a camouflage fish pattern, so what I did was I got a canvas, I painted it the same way I would a Jon Boat. I did the base color. I picked off a branch off a tree, I got some spray paint, I sprayed on the pattern, but then instead of hitting it with the highlights of trees and stuff, I actually drew fish. Once I did that, I photographed it, I put it into Photoshop, tweaked it a little bit, and it actually became my best-selling shirt design of all time. And it's been going strong for me for a few years now. The kids are in the trampoline, so I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. It's actually Caleb's birthday. He just turned 8. So I'm gonna take these gloves off and I'm gonna hop in there with them for a little bit before the bugs come out and start biting. plan for today was to go ahead and vacuum it all out, get it cleaned up, and then I was gonna try to wash out the inside and try to find some leaks. Al did say that I had a small leak somewhere, so I'd like to find that leak. So my plan was to clean it up, wash it out, probably fill it up with a little bit of water to see if I could find the leak. I see where there was a patch repair done on the center on the front of the boat, so I'm definitely gonna check that out. I'm gonna have to go ahead and put some sealant on there as well. I think I cleaned this up as much as I can with the vacuum. I got to cut off a rope that's tied up to the front. There's a few holes on the hull here and there that I'm going to plug up. I'm just going to put some 5200 sealant on it and put a stainless steel through bolt through them. There's also a couple bolts missing on the transom that I got to go ahead and install new ones. I'm going to do all that before I paint it, so when I paint it, it all blends in. You won't even know that it's there.
Mira ya. Working?
Working, Papa.
That is working.
Yeah.
Babe?
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and plug these holes. There's a few ways to do it. You can either weld them shut, put a rivet in them, put some sort of patch panel. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to find stainless steel bolts that I could just put through there, put some green sealant on there, and then tighten it up and call it a day.
These are the shortest screws I have there, yeah.
So I think that's all I'm gonna be able to get done. That just means next week's video is gonna be a good one because you'll really see a big transformation. You know, before I could start doing the fun stuff like sanding and painting, I had to make sure I had it all cleaned out first. You'll see the big transformation take place in next week's video where I sand it down and get it all painted up. So the whole sides and the benches will be painted camo to match the outside of the boat. And I have some of the marine mat that you guys picked up off the wish list that's gonna go on top of the benches and the front deck. But I'm trying to decide if I want to make the floor flat or if I'm just going to leave it with the ribs. I like the idea of having a false floor because it's nice and smooth. However, that's going to cost more money and it's going to add a lot more weight to the build. So I like the idea of being able to just toss this in a ditch and go fishing. So shedding the weight or not adding additional weight is probably a good idea. I really want to show you guys the process of taking this boat from what it is to what it's going to become. And remember, when we hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm giving away an original painting. So thank you guys for watching and stay tuned for next week's video. I'm out.